Welcome back, people. Hope you guys have had a great week. I'm recording and editing this on a... It's Wednesday today, yeah. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy this vibe. And I know I'm cutting the clips quite a lot. Like whenever I'm editing, I always get the feeling that I'm cutting too much, but I don't know. Like sometimes when I rewatch my videos, I get a little bit confused myself on like what's going on. And so far this video has quite a lot of cuts too. So I'm gonna try to explain it. Here I'm just recycling at Lighthouse. You know, turning the shit I got from, what's it called? Diving mission into scrap. And then I'm already here back in Fishing Village, not the Biologer. Like, I know the cuts are a lot, but I'm also trying to, you know, hop over all this starter grind, so that we can get into the action, you know, as quickly as possible in this video. But I still want to make it into a wipe, you know, like a full wipe video. So I still have to include these parts, you know. Anyway, enough yapping. Here I'm getting some wood. This was really funny actually when I was playing. There was this guy who was just wandering around like on the spawn beach, not really doing anything, just like attacking random people with a rock, you know, not really progressing. So he was attacking me a little bit annoying, but you know, let the man do what the man wants to do, you know. Anyway, I'm getting some stone nodes, some resources, because my plan this wipe was that this was going to be a pretty chill wipe. I mostly wanted to, you know, work on base, maybe build some cool stuff. And I don't know why, but I was in a little bit of a farming mood starting this wipe off. I didn't really want to spend too much time PvPing, so I put a lot of effort into just farming nodes and wood. Which you can see in the video, of course. Like, I'm farming so much wood and so much resources. And my bow aim wasn't so crisp today either, but hey, it's decent, you know. I'm at least killing the nakeds. So now it was time to move. And I had a pretty weird idea of where to move. I wanted to move down to this island besides a train station because I wanted to, for one, live in an area that wasn't too highly popped. I wanted something a little bit low-key. You know, away from too many people. And on top of that, I wanted to build near a train station because I think train stations are good. Like, honestly, train stations are underrated. And I don't know why, but I just love running them. So yeah, that's kind of my idea here. And it was a cool island too. Anyway, this is me building the base. I'm building a little bit of a different starter base for this video. I'm making a circle base. And back to the location, by the way. This area seemed so good on the outside, but I would soon come to realize that I had one of the worst neighbors in all of Rust. Like, I swear, my neighbor in this wipe, or not in the whole wipe, because I actually end up moving not the same day, like this wipe day again, because of my neighbor. And you're gonna see exactly why. Like, I swear, I'm gonna have like minutes worth of clips. I'm gonna have to put so much effort into actually getting into this video of just me getting door camped non-stop. I swear, in the end of this wipe, I had like 20-30 DBs from just getting door camped. It was so annoying. I had to move, but you'll see that later. Anyway, we're getting some recycling done. I end up getting a basic blueprint fragment from a military crate. And luckily for me, this area wasn't really that popping. And That meant that I could get some early wipe progress going. But there will be a lot of PvP, I promise you. PvP is gonna be a lot of later in the video. There's gonna be a lot of PvP later. I recently bought this amazing furnace skin in the Rust... Not the Rust item store, in the Steam market. I think it was called Totem of the Furnaces or something, and I really like it, so... I thought it matched very well with the Brutalist skin that I also got on the stone walls. Anyway, like I said before, there's a lot of farming in this video. I'm just farming a ton. I don't even know why. Every time I have anything, or every time I don't really have anything to do, I just go out and farm basically. But anyways, it was time to pick up the loot from my old base. I actually had quite a lot of loot left there. Lots of resources, some components that I was just gonna take back to the main base now. Would have been very sad if my storage shack got raided during the time that I was down here on the island, but yeah. Luckily for me it didn't get raided. And would you look at this huge base. Funny thing is that I think this naked guy is living there. And look at this. This is crazy. He's running around with a row of metal and a garage door and 3 solar panels without any guns or gear, which is just insane. Like, this has to be one of the weirdest kills ever. And the guy who lives in that big ass metal base is also the guy who will later be my very annoying neighbor, who will door camp me non-stop. But I went out for some ocean farming. I think the ocean is very underrated, honestly. I think more people should actually run this dive sites, because they can actually give some good stuff. Like, the components are insane, and on top of that you can also get blueprint fragments, which was the reason why I went out there. I was looking for blueprint fragments, but I don't think I found any. I think I got 0 actually. Maybe I got 1 in the base from earlier. Yeah, I do. Anyway, I went AFK for a little bit, and then when I came back I heard some SAR shooting nearby. So I went out to check it out, almost died immediately. And because I only had a pump, I needed to think about the close... I needed to stay close range in order to actually have a chance of winning this fight. And for some reason he just ran straight up to me and just gave me a SAR, a blue card and a green card for free, which I thought was kind of funny. So far the wipe is actually going pretty good. Even though pop is not very high, this is kind of a shield wipe. I was actually thinking of, in the next video, playing a high pop server, like a 500 pop or like a 1000 pop. So comment down below what you guys would think of that, because I'm actually kind of excited to take on some more higher pop servers and actually make videos about it. But nonetheless, the pop on this server was maybe like 1-200 or something, 1 or 200. I don't really remember. I think it was somewhere between there. So it was some action, but not too much action, you know, which I sometimes like. I sometimes like just playing chiller wipes. And there goes my wall. And the door camp season starts, as I like to call it. I thought it was on the left or on the right side. I don't know why I didn't peek left, but yeah. I mean, look at the amount of DBs. I have what, 3 DBs and a spaz on me at this point. And my boxes are getting slowly but steadily filled up with double barrel shotguns, which is, you know, not the best gun in the game. It's like a door camper's dream, but since I don't door camp that much, I didn't really use them. And then I got randomly attacked when I was trying to get away with my boat. I think I was going train yard or something, but that plan just totally failed. No, the horse died. But I got him though. And this guy's running such weird kits. He was running around naked with a Thompson on me. Like, why? Does he have no gear or what? I mean, he's living in this extremely big metal base, running around naked. Like, he must have gear. I guess he just has insane gear fear. Or something. I can't really put my finger on it, but yeah, I guess he just has insane gear fear. Like, he should even have AK kits and stuff in there, but he's just not fighting with anything valuable. Anyway, I went train yard. I was looking for a red card. And a little fun fact. Hazmat suits, the one that I'm wearing, have, I think it's 30% against bullets, but a cloth kit is actually better against scientists, because scientists work based off of combined stats, which means that if you have like 4 pieces of 10% bullet protection each, you will actually have better protection against scientists than a hazmat suit. So I took quite a lot of damage from these scientists. Like each bullet did like 5% damage, but I was still able to clear it and get the red card and the loot. I also got tons of basic blueprint fragments, which was amazing because soon I could make a tier 2, which would, you know, evolve the wipe a little bit by letting me craft better stuff like guns, garage doors, stuff like that. And I got back to base with everything as well, without getting door camped. I guess he'd kind of given up at this point, but he will be back soon. He will be back soon. Don't worry about that. This guy is very motivated. Unfortunately, the puzzle had already been ran. I was looking for my last basic blueprint fragment, and then I heard an explosion coming from the position that my base was in, meaning that there was a pretty big risk that my base was currently getting raided. So I just bolted home as quickly as I could. I didn't want to lose everything on wipe day, and my base was getting raided. But luckily I got there just in time to actually try to defend. And I was able to kill him, which was nice. So I quickly got a door up alongside a key lock in order to actually seal the base again. Guess who it was? It was the guy who lived in the big base. I guess he wanted his DBs back or something, I don't know. And then I heard some shots going off from Giant Excavator. So someone was trying to run Giant Excavator, and I wanted a piece of that, of course. Because Giant Excavator is one of the best monuments in the game, actually, resource-wise. So I saw this guy climbing around, and I didn't really know how to enter because Giant Excavator is a really big monument. It's very difficult to counter it, So I got a little rat play in mind that I was gonna just camp one of the resource outputs, one of the resource, what do you call it, resource exchange points or whatever you want to call it. So I ran over there and I just held that thing because I knew he was gonna go there to collect the resources, obviously. And I got this really disgusting position behind this little rock thing. So yep, he came up, I got him, luckily. And he was actually carrying quite a lot of loot. He had a satchel on him, and he had that basic blueprint fragment, the last one that I needed, in order to get the tier 2 workbench up and going. So I got as much loot as I could, I bolted home. And I was actually stacking up quite a lot of loot at this point. I'd only been playing for a few hours, and I was actually doing pretty well. So I was kind of happy with that. The door camper is back. He fired 2 DB shots and still didn't kill me. I had, what, 3 HP left. So that's kind of an L from him. I don't know how many DBs I have at this point, maybe like 10. But I needed to take my chance now that I knew he was dead. So I ran out of the base and I began my next adventure. Knowing that he wasn't door camping me right now. And a funny thing happened. I came across this mini on the road, which usually doesn't happen. So I marked it down on my map, and then I went back to Giant Excavator to see if anything was happening. And it looked kind of dead, but I heard shots coming from over there. So I still wanted to investigate it, see if there was any loot left. And unfortunately for me, the action had kind of died off. I didn't really get there in time. So I thought, what's the next best move? Well, maybe get the mini home, because with the minicopter I could go oil rig perhaps with my red card. And when I came back, the minicopter was gone. Someone had taken it, and I had kind of a pretty good idea of who that could be, as you'll see soon. It actually was the guy who was living in the big metal base. He'd taken the minicopter. So I went back to my base and I started trying to think of what to do next. I also got some wood that I actually cut out of the video because I think this video has been a little bit too much farming so far. What do you guys think of this furnace skin, by the way? I really like it. I think I've seen it in Frost's videos. That was actually my inspiration to buy it. I saw it in one of his videos and I was like, okay, I need to pick this skin up. Anyway, I expanded my base in order to not get deeped on by this DB guy. Because if I die in my door opening, then he's 1 door deep and then there's only 1 door left. So I expanded the base so there would be more doors and more annoying for him to door camp me. Hoping that he will maybe stop door camping me too, because it's very annoying to deal with a guy like that when you're trying to progress. And I got my tier 2 down, which was a big step in the right direction. And here you can see, that's the mini I was talking about before that he's just flying around with. And because this guy's a big ass troll, he literally sank it into the water and just blew it up. Probably so that I couldn't get it. Which is kind of a weird play, but yeah. And then I saw this supply drop that had dropped nearby, so I took my Thompson kit and actually made my way towards it. And yeah, there was quite a lot of action going around. There was this big ass base with the noob guy, and then there was a stone base with the roof camper, and just a whole lot of action going on. Many people trying to get this airdrop. Luckily, I had 2 wooden barricades because this is quite an open field, so it's not a very good position to be in unless you can make yourself some cover. And I got the airdrop. It was a pretty good airdrop actually. A C4, an M39, some pretty good stuff. So now the only thing I had to do now was to get out of there with the loot, which is easier said than done in this position. Then this minicopter guy started to chase me. I think this was a different guy that probably lived pretty far away. I'm not entirely sure actually, but he just started to chase me, and I knew that one of my best shots here was to try to kill him before I got to my base. But he played it really weirdly. I don't know why he jumped off, or why he didn't jump off and take the fight. He just kind of flew away after I hit him a few times. So I took my chance. I made it back to base, and the guy in the big metal base that actually kind of griefed me had removed my my roof ramp that I used to get up, so I actually had to F1 kill and jump out and build a new jump up to my entrance. And I was a little bit frightened that I was gonna get, I don't know, killed somehow while building the jump up. But I got all the loot back safely, which is amazing. And then I made my way back to the minicopter location to try to find the guy who was flying after me before. And I actually found the minicopter. And I couldn't entirely see him. I didn't know exactly what it was. I had kind of an idea of his location until I actually found him. And he did not expect this play. So I got the kit. I was able to get the minicopter. And that's really it for this part. This is like part 1. So if you want to see part 2, being the rest of the wipe, because I still have a lot of material to edit and that I can put into a part 2 or maybe even a part 3, then comment down below. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in part 2 shortly.